living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
Nature's Pickins.
The place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
Nature's Pickins.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Michelle Higbee from Nature's Pickins, located at 464 Connellsville Street in Uniontown. The phone number, at the store is 724-438-4211. That's 724-438-4211. The phone number here at the show is 724-438-4593. If you have any questions or comments for myself today, give me a call at 724-438-4593. I will be on today by myself. I don't have any special guests or anything on, so you get stuck with me, and I hope that's not an imposition. Right off the bat, before I really get started, TJ just gave me my award for Nature's Pickins for the best in Fayette County, for the best health food store in Fayette County, and we want to thank you very much for this. We appreciate it. We do our best to serve you and give you the highest quality supplements and service available. So we thank you very much for the medals and so forth, and for the nomination. Thank you very much. Okay, so real quick, just to let you know about Nature's Pickins. We're located on 464 Connellsville Street in Uniontown. I gave you the phone number, right next to the Dairy Queen. That's 464 Connellsville Street in Uniontown. As you well know, this is our 45th year in business, and we thank you again for that. So we are celebrating in October. Every year we celebrate our anniversary. So we have lots of different sales going on. The unfortunate part about this year, though, is a lot of my companies ended our line drives early. So I'm going to tell you those to start with. So, some of these sales have already ended, like Nordic Naturals line drive ended on the 21st. But they do have some other things on sale, like Nordic Naturals from here till the 21st of November has Nordic, the vitamin C gummies, the adults and the children's are on sale right now. The vitamin D, 1,000 milligrams and 5,000 milligrams soft gels are on sale right now. And then the Ultimate Omega with vitamin D, 120 size, and the Ultimate Omega with vitamin D, 2 times potency, 60 size, are on sale till November 21st. So if you need some fish oils, that would be a good one to have some vitamin D with it this time of year. And I'm going to be talking about that. Vitamin D is very important. So, taking it with vitamin D is okay. So you take advantage of those cells on the Nordic Naturals. So Natural Factors ends their sale tomorrow. So if you're getting, say, the EMIQ or the quercetin, or they're really good one-a-day multivitamins by Whole and Earth. They are 100% organic whole food multivitamin for men and women. They're wonderful. I love it. I take the women's 55 plus. They're really, really good. If you want to try a really good multivitamin, come up by tomorrow, by the time we close tomorrow, and purchase that. That's an excellent multivitamin. I do not believe you would be disappointed in that. But Nordic Naturals has a lot of things. They have their Theracumin. just, I don't even know. We carry so much from them, but they're collagens, they're total body collagens. So, just if you're taking some natural factor products, then, I would make sure that I get them by tomorrow so that you get the line drive. Solaray, if you're taking anything other than what we call our hot deals, we keep those on a monthly thing. That's like the Bone Collagen Complete. It will still be on sale. One of the vitamin C's will still be on sale. The magnesium glycinate will still be on sale. But right now, the full line of Solaray is on sale. But it will be ending Saturday by 3 o'clock. I know it's crazy, and I really don't like how the companies have done it this year, but that's exactly what they did. So Nordic's full line drive is over with, but they do have some specific things on sale to the 21st of next month. Natural Factors ends tomorrow by 4 o'clock. Solaray's ends Saturday by 3 o'clock. Now, Nature's Way, Life Extension, and Blue Bonnet will still be on sale till October 31st. They took theirs to the end of the month, which I appreciate. So anything you're using from Blue Bonnet, like I have here showing you, the Myco Defense, the 7 Mushroom, their pre-pro, post-probiotic, their multivitamins, any of their vitamins, any of their stuff is on their full line drive will be good till October 31st. So you can have another 8 days on those 3 companies, Nature's Ways, Life Extension, and Blue Bonnet. And Life Extension is a wonderful company. They have a lot of really good things as well. So check them out while you're up there as well. We always have their magazines that they send us, so many of them every month, and we hand them out free to you because we want you to help to educate yourself as well. And Life Extension, the thing I love about their magazine is it's all research that they're writing about. They don't just write to write. They look up the research and then they write the articles according to the research. So those magazines are wonderful. When you come into the store, just ask if we have any left, because we do hand them out. So if we have any left, we are more than happy to give you the magazines so that you can help to educate yourself as well. Also, we have our baskets still going on till October 31st. So I think we have 14 baskets, I believe, maybe more than that we're giving away at the end of the month. Now, all of these companies, Natural Factors, Blue Bonnet, Nordic Naturals, Nature's Way, Solaray, all of these companies have sent us product or sent us baskets, and we have taken the product and made baskets with them so that we can give them away to you at the end of the month in celebration of our 45th anniversary. And all you have to do is give us your name and telephone number. We don't require any purchase. You can just stop by and sign up for the baskets if you like. So, make sure you do that before the end of the month also. And then we will be picking those and we will give you a call if you have one of the baskets. While you're up there, also check out the new product in the grocery side. We have a lot of new things that we have picked up. We've have a lot of vegan foods now, vegetarian foods that like meat alternatives. People looking for like ground chicken, but not chicken, or ground beef, but not beef. Vegetarian or vegan. We have those. We have patties of both. We have nuggets. We have dairy-free, gluten-free ice creams. For those of you that can't do either, we also have gluten-free foods as well. We have different pastas that are made from rice and gluten-free. We also have organic pasta, which I think is one of the best pastas I've ever tasted. It's really good. We have pasta sauce, all kind of different teas if you're looking for herbal teas, even some things specific like red clover or raspberry or hibiscus or hawthorn or, any of those, echinacea. We have all of those teas as well as some combinational teas. Also, we have drinks that are stevia sweetened. If you want to do no sugar type sodas, but don't want to do the artificial sweeteners, we have ones that are sweetened with stevia. We have it by Zevia, and then we have it by Nixie, which is a new company that we just picked up that are stevia sweetened, 0-calorie sodas. They also have other sodas that are not stevia sweetened, but they're very good. The Nixies are very good sodas. So if you're looking for something like that, check those out as well. We also have the Roar products, the ROAR. That's what my daughter uses for electrolytes. And there's different ones. There's dragon fruit, there's mango, there's Georgia peach. And all of these drinks have electrolytes added to it. So if you're looking for those types of drinks, my daughter uses it because she has POTS, and we have a lot of other people that have POTS that use that to help get electrolytes into them, so they have less of an issue. And I know it works very well for Aaron. So check those out while you're in there as well. We have some bulk foods as well: candies, nuts, seeds, like pumpkin seeds. A lot of people looking for pumpkin seeds to just eat by themselves, or they can roast them if they like. They are raw organic pumpkin seeds. We have those types of things as well. Brazil nuts. People are looking for Brazil nuts. We have them. Everyone that comes into the store that says we're looking for them, we can't find them anywhere. Well, we do have Brazil nuts. So if you're looking for them, come check them out up at the store. So we have those types of things as well. We have some gluten-free breads. We have the Food for Life Ezekiel breads. Those are flourless breads. Dr. Gott, that used to do the nutritional column for the Herald Standard and other newspapers around the country, wrote about Food for Life flourless breads quite often. So he recommended them because they were a flourless bread. So you can check those out while you're up there as well. And then anytime you have any questions or anything, we're there. Feel free to ask us. If we can have the answer right away for you, we'll give it to you. If not, we will be more than happy to look it up and find out for you. So today, I thought we would talk a little bit about the upcoming seasons. This cold weather, has kind of triggered some different things. I've had quite a few people coming into the store that has either had the flu or someone in their family has the flu. I have one family that their child ended up in the hospital because of the flu that they had just gotten. So, these things are, they're just going to be. This is the time of year that it happens. So I thought that we would discuss the flu season, colds and sinus issues, and what you can use to prevent, or if you get one of them, to use to help you with that. One of the first things that I thought that we would discuss is vitamin D. And the reason I'm going to talk about vitamin D first, because this is the time of year that, the sun's just not out. We, naturally could get our vitamin D from the sun. But then in the wintertime, we just don't get the sun as much as we do during this later spring and summer. So our vitamin D stores, get depleted during the wintertime. So different things can happen when that goes on. Vitamin D has been connected to helping a lot of different things. And one of the things that vitamin D can help control is glucose in people with diabetes. Vitamin D supplementation, can help improve glucose control in people with type 2 diabetes. According to a recent systemic review, and they used 39 different controlled trials, and that involved almost 3,000 participants. 13 of those studies were evaluated for vitamin D at least 2,000 IUs daily, and 26 were evaluated vitamin D at greater than 2,000 IUs daily. And the researchers found that compared to the placebos in this study, that vitamin D supplementation resulted in an 8 milligram reduction in fasting blood glucose. It also led to modest reductions in A1C and also in the measure of insulin resistance as well. Now, this was published in Diabetes Obese Metabolism. 2024. So the effects were most prominent in patients who were overweight, whose vitamin D levels were deficient, and whose A1C was 8% or greater at the start of the study, which makes sense if you think about it. If your vitamin D levels are deficient and you take vitamin D, you're going to see the improvement at that point. I personally have told you many times in the past, my vitamin D levels was extremely low, and they thought that I had rheumatoid arthritis. They tested me for such and found out that I did not have rheumatoid arthritis. In all honesty, they never did connect me to any type of autoimmune or inflammatory type disease. And we were kind of at a standstill, and the rheumatologist said, I have one more test I want to run on you, and it was the vitamin D, and she found out that my levels was extremely low. And when I started taking vitamin D, and before that, what was happening was I was getting really bad joint inflammation. You could touch my elbow and put me on the ground. My hands was hurting. Just different inflammatory type issues. So that's why they suspected what they suspected. But then once I started doing the vitamin D, and I had to take extreme high doses for a period of time, took about 9 months to get my levels up above 30. But the first thing that I noticed, I did not have the inflammation. I did not have the pain in my hands and my joints that I was experiencing. So when I read this article and it says that, people who had low levels of vitamin D got the better response, that kind of makes sense. But I can also say this, that because of my vitamin D levels going up and down, depending on what milligram my doctors thought that I should be taking at the time, I know that if my levels are not good enough, my joints will start hurting again, and I know that I have to raise my levels back up again. There are a few of us that I have met that just, without supplementation of vitamin D, we just don't keep our levels high. And I go out in the sun in the summertime, cut grass, I have a pool, so that's not like that I don't go out in the sun. But people are more deficient in vitamin C because of several reasons. One of the main reasons is because of skin cancer. People are just more aware of the ultraviolet rays and the damage that they can do, to our skin, to our bodies. So they're more protective of their skin, so they're not getting the vitamin D that they need for those, especially for the needing those higher stores during the winter time. So, we are becoming more deficient in vitamin D because of that. The flu, the vitamin D has been directly connected. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, they found that children taking 1,000 IUs of vitamin D3 per day were shown to be 42% less likely to contract the flu compared to children not taking a placebo. Excuse me. There has been several studies of, vitamin D. If you get on the Vitamin D Council and you look up, they have different research studies that has been shown with vitamin D helping with the flu for, flu season in the winter months. Like I said, it's mainly because we're just not getting those levels because the sun is, diminished in the wintertime compared to the summer, so we just don't get those vitamin D levels that we need. How important is it for your vitamin D levels to be higher? Everyone that I spoke to, every doctor that I've asked, they want their patients above 50 nanograms to 70 year round, not just like in the winter time. So I know that last time mine was checked, I was finally at an 80. That's taken probably 5 years to get to that point. Having your levels at a higher amount, you'll find that you have less of some of these other issues. How important or how much vitamin D should a person take? In the latest research, they've said that most people, if you are deficient in vitamin D, should take anywhere between 5,000 and 8,000 milligrams of vitamin D daily to achieve those levels of up to 50. On a maintenance type dosage, most people are at about a 2,000, unless you're like me, excuse me, like me, that has a harder time keeping those levels higher. Then I have to take, according to my doctors, I can't take any less than 5,000 milligrams daily on the vitamin D to keep my levels up. So, that it really depends. Make sure that you ask your doctor about that. Make sure they run those vitamin D tests to check those vitamin D levels for you, so that you aren't deficient in vitamin D. And if you are, then get it up. How important is vitamin D when it comes to sinusitis? A lot of people coming into the store right now are having sinus issues. Well, a recent study, people with sinusitis was given vitamin D or a placebo to see if it could help their infection, their sinus infection. Those supplemented with vitamin D reported significantly lower symptoms: sneezing, itching, congestion, runny nose, after 3 months, according to the research in medicine and primary care. So even, in that situation, taking higher levels of vitamin D can possibly, help that. According to Livestrong.com, vitamin D works as a hormone to support the immune system. And we all know that. We've talked about that 1,000 times. Every cell in the body needs vitamin D. This helps both to fight off infection and additionally the inflammatory process of sinusitis. Now, you can get vitamin D in milk, but I don't know about a lot of you, but if I have a cold or something and I drink milk, and this is nothing against the farmers whatsoever, but it causes a mucus buildup for me. So when I'm sick, I can't do milk. I can do juices and waters and stuff like that, but I can't do milk. And then unfortunately, milk is really high in vitamin D, but when I'm sick, I can't do it. So I would have to supplement to get my vitamin D in that situation. I just couldn't use milk as a substitute. But on a regular basis, that's a different story. If milk does have vitamin D2. It's fortified with vitamin D2, which is not as absorbable as vitamin D3. But, it definitely, you can get your vitamin D from milk if that's, the case. So just remember and keep in mind that vitamin D is extremely important when it comes to helping with the immune system, helping with these different things, the flu and sinusitis and just colds and so forth, helping with the immune response. So you want to make sure your vitamin D levels are significant. So you want to make sure you get them tested to make sure you are. One of the other things that is vitamin C. Dr. Linus Pauling did a tremendous amount of research on vitamin C and how it works in the body and what benefit it has, to the body. And he was using upwards of 18,000 milligrams of vitamin C daily. That's a lot of vitamin C. Most people will do 500 or 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. A lot of research that I've read recommends, taking vitamin C up to bowel tolerance, which means you do vitamin C until you get loose bowels, and then you back it up so that you don't get loose bowels. You just fortify your body with the amount of vitamin C that it needs. So, for example, if you would take 1,000 units of vitamin C every hour on the hour and 4,000 milligrams later, you get loose bowels, then you would back it up one dosage. So that would leave you with 3,000 milligrams. And then you would take that on a daily basis in divided dosages. That's what a lot of researchers recommend when it comes to vitamin C. Vitamin C is not manufactured by our body, so we can get it from a lot of different foods. You can get it from, raw fruits and vegetables. Orange juice, for example, is high in vitamin C. Moringa, the week before we talked about moringa powder. Moringa is high in vitamin C and other nutrients, so that's one way that a lot of people are getting some of their nutrients. Also, they use the moringa powder and add it to water to get some of these different nutrients and antioxidants and things that it has. But you can do that, with foods as well. Get your vitamin C levels. If you can't, and believe it or not, I know a lot of people that do not like vegetables. They don't eat vegetables. They don't eat fruits. People that are on the keto diet definitely do not get their vitamin C from fruits and vegetables. Some vegetables like broccoli and so forth is high in protein, does have some vitamin C that way, but I wouldn't recommend eating large amounts of broccoli on a daily basis either. I am one of those proponents that too much of anything can be a problem or have its problems. So you want to make sure that you use it, everything in moderation. That's how it goes. The Centers for Diseases Control and Prevention note that, vitamin C can be used for sinus infections and colds. Vitamin C helps reduce damage to cells of the body that can be ongoing with sinusitis. It helps support the immune system. Combining this with other nutrients, you can clearly see how vitamin C might help the inflammatory process of sinusitis. So putting, vitamin C into your body can help with the immune response, even with sinusitis. There's different forms of vitamin C. There's ascorbic acid, there's citric acid. There's also the liposomal vitamin C now too, which is highly absorbable form of vitamin C, and you don't get the bowel problem that sometimes vitamin C can give you. It has some very good antioxidant properties to it. It helps to strengthen the immune system. This can help fight off those bacteria and viruses that can cause, like, sinus infections, for example. It reduces inflammation. Vitamin C has those anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce swelling and congestion of the sinuses and respiratory tract and just different things. So much research out there on vitamin C that I don't think that you could Google vitamin C and not find probably 100 different research articles right off the bat. It's just got a multitude of different research over the years. And like I said, Dr. Linus Pauling did a lot of that research on vitamin C. Vitamin C has also helped to thin mucus. So, different studies have showed that it can help do that. So if you're having sinusitis, type situation, making sure that you're taking adequate amounts of vitamin C during the, duration of the sinus infection or cold, that's going to help with the mucus and stuff as well. But like I said, you can get your vitamin C through fruits and vegetables. But if you're one of those that don't want to do that, then there's lots of different vitamin C supplements that are out there that you can utilize. And like I said, liposomal vitamin C is one of the most absorbable forms of vitamin C as well. It's like 7 times more absorbable than regular vitamin C. So if you're looking for that, where you end up taking less to get those vitamin C levels up, then I would definitely try the liposomal form of vitamin C. Okay, so I think that's probably it on the vitamin C. I don't think I have anything else. I didn't bring anything else, I think, down on vitamin C when it comes to that. But there's so much other stuff. Immunes, mushrooms. When we have talked, Michael and I, Gary and I, Randy and I, we have talked about mushrooms so much in the past, and the benefits that mushrooms have. And there's so many different forms of mushrooms. One of the soluble fibers that's within mushrooms and some other things as well is beta-glucans. Now, Michael has talked about beta-glucans many times in the past, and Health Aid has a beta-glucan complex that also has vitamin C and vitamin D3 and selenium and zinc. This is a really good complex if you're having, an issue where maybe you have a viral infection or something to that degree that you need a good beta-glucan product. The nice thing about this is it has all those other things in it: the vitamin C, the zinc, the selenium, the vitamin D, like we just talked about. So you're getting all those things in one product. Beta-glucan has been shown to help stimulate the activity of immune cells like macrophages and neutrophils, and even natural killer cells, so it's working to help benefit our immune system. Beta-glucans can regulate the immune response by promoting the production of cytokines, which are signaling molecules that coordinate immune cell activity. So that's why you want to make sure that, you're using a good form of beta-glucans like the Health Aid, for example. Studies suggest that beta-glucans may reduce allergic reactions by suppressing the release of histamine and other inflammatory mediators, according to research. So if you're having allergic reactions, which a lot of people are having right now as well, not so much now that it's getting colder, but farmers were doing third cuttings, different, plants. The pollen was high in September, early October, so a lot of people were experiencing allergic reactions. Some still have a little bit of it, but like I said, now that it's getting a little colder, that's so much of an issue. But allergic reactions is something that beta-glucans can also help with that too. Beta-glucans, in addition to immune-boosting properties, have also been shown to have other health benefits as well, like lowering cholesterol levels, improving blood sugar levels, and helping to promote good gut health. Also, now, Michael and I talked about that quite often when it come to beta-glucans and how, they would help with different immune type responses. Mushrooms is one of the highest foods that have beta-glucans, so they kind of give you a really good response. And I have to take off my glasses because this writing is so small I can't see it with them on. Most people put glasses on to read. I take mine off. Different mushrooms that have immune advantages. Reishi mushroom, that's its nickname, the mushroom of immortality. It is well known for its immune, antioxidant, and liver health benefits. In one study, 2,000 milligrams of reishi extract daily for 8 weeks stimulated key immune regulating genes and increased lymphocyte activity. So, if that's an issue, the reishi is a fantastic mushroom to use. Maitake was called the dancing mushroom. Maitake is a popular culinary. You find it a lot in different recipes. It provides a substantial polysaccharide source, which is one of the main compounds found in mushrooms. It has very good immune modulating and anti-inflammatory effects. So a lot of people will use the maitake mushroom for that purpose. The turkey tail, it resembles the colorful feathers of a wild turkey's tail. That's why it's called turkey tail. It contains 2 well-researched polysaccharide compounds, crestin and polysaccharide peptides. These compounds enhance the body's immune response by influencing specific immune cells and reducing inflammation. Turkey tail is also high in antioxidants and may potentially manage neuroinflammation and support cognitive dysfunction. I do know that the turkey tail is used in a lot of cancer research with chemotherapy and radiation. The one booklet that I have at the store that even talks about using the turkey tail with these. So if that's something that you're combating right now, might be something that you would want to talk to your doctor about, maybe including in your regimen. I know one of our customers that was going to the American Cancer Hospital out in Philadelphia. They actually used a mushroom combination in their treatments, with their treatments. So might be something that you may want to talk to your doctor about including in your daily regimens. Turkey tail has some fantastic properties that way. Shiitake mushroom. I know that you walked in the grocery store and you've seen shiitakes. Those are one of the main mushrooms that you'll see besides button mushrooms and portobello mushrooms at the vegetable counters. So shiitake is known for their very broad spectrum of polysaccharides and antioxidants and nutrients such as magnesium and iron and vitamin D. So it has some really good nutrients in it, which can help regulate immune cell activity and antibody production. Shiitake may also lower cholesterol, regulate blood sugar levels, and help to support bone health. There's many different mushrooms that are out there. There's the Corealis. Well, sorry, that's a turkey tail. There is the Agaricus blazeri. There's chaga. There's quite a few different mushrooms that are out there. All of them have beta glucans and selenium and different nutrients, within them. These ones that I just talked about are probably the most popular of all the mushrooms that's out there. But if you look up research on mushrooms, you're going to find a tremendous amount of that as well. And they've been doing a lot of research recently on mushrooms. So, keep that in mind when you're looking at using something to help with the immune system. Reishi, for example, very good for respiratory as well. So it might be one of those, if you always seem to have that type of an issue during the winter, reishi mushrooms might be one of those that you want to add into your regimen. I know we only have a few minutes left, so I did want to talk about black elderberry. Elderberries, I know quite a few people that picked elderberries over the summer and made elderberry syrup and elderberry jelly and so forth, because I can remember when I was a kid, my mom used to do it. We used to pick them all the time. She would make it. And it's funny because you think about it now, we really weren't sickly children. And I would say that's probably why, because we always had elderberry syrup on our pancakes or elderberry jelly on my mom's homemade bread. And, there's so many different clinical studies showing, black elderberries and can help, lessen the severity and the duration of the colds and flus. We have one that we saw a tremendous amount of that has the elderberry, the vitamin C, and the zinc, and it's a gummy. And we saw a lot of those throughout the year, but definitely during the winter time, helping with that. In one study, people suffering from upper respiratory symptoms who used elderberry extract had symptoms resolve 4 days earlier than those that was taking just a placebo. Another clinical trial found that those in the elderberry group had 57 cold episode days compared to 117 cold episodes in the placebo group. So there's different studies that have been done on elderberry. It has some great antiviral effects. If you read some of the studies, it had antiviral activity against influenza A and B, the two main types that affect people. So, elderberry may be one of those that you want to put into your regimen. Like I've told you, I don't know how many times with Erin with school, I would always start her giving her some elderberry about the second week of August, and she would take it the whole way through school to help her from getting different, viruses. Children are human petri dishes, and which that is not a bad thing, because children's immune system build off of these different things that they come in contact with. But the problem is that they bring them home to us, and sometimes we just can't fight them as good as they can. So we want to use things that can help. So vitamin D, definitely you want to make sure your levels are checked, and if you are low, take extra vitamin D according to what your doctor is telling you. But take probably a good daily regimen. Vitamin C, make sure that you're taking good sources of vitamin C daily, especially this time of the year. If you're not doing fruits and vegetables that are more prominent during the summer, you want to add vitamin C. Elderberry, definitely put elderberry into your diet. There's so many different compounds found in elderberries that, different immune modulating compounds, antiviral compounds, antibacterial compounds, anti-inflammatory compounds. Elderberry just seems to have it all. So I would put some type of an elderberry supplement into my regimen. And then don't forget about the mushrooms. Those are very important, having all of those different immune system properties to them. Okay, so I hope that wasn't too much information for you, but I think it's something that you definitely want to keep in mind and put into your daily regimen for this time of the year. Unfortunately, we are here, and it's not going on anywhere for about 4 months or 5 months anyway. So with that, don't forget different things ending this week, and then some at the 31st of the month. So take advantage of all those anniversary sales, and be sure to sign up for the basket giveaway. All right. Thank you for listening.
Cammie McCormick. On day 23 of the government shutdown, Republicans and Democrats are presenting new bills to pay certain federal workers who are finding it increasingly difficult to keep up. The first Republican bill was up for a vote. It failed. Nicole Killian reports.